So I need your participation in every activity that we do. Remember, you will also work in groups. We will have discussions, class discussions. And now the reminder that, of course, we will be working on these periods on Wednesday as well this week, according to the issues we still have by the end of this class. We will be finishing before 12 o'clock because you have another class with Professora Karina. So we need to be finishing on time. Nevertheless, we have Wednesday, which is a day in which we can complete discussions, complete the task, and continue with the elaboration of the task due this week. So remember. Then I also saw you uploaded the task, the group task done last week. You're going to be able to discuss your results now. And you have freedom to work along the week. Plus, but we have classes and we are fulfilling that requirement on Mondays, Wednesdays, for a period, and on Friday when we have our workshop. So you are invited to all of the classes, of course. Okay. So week 2, just for you to remember, always check the agreements, because in the agreements we will have we will see what comes. So for sure we are meeting Mondays and Fridays. On Wednesdays we will have a pivotal class. Sometimes we will meet to explain more about the task, to finish something. If you have a lot to do on your own, then you will be working on your own and the class will be asynchronous. I will be available, but you will be working on your own with your groups or alone. It depends on the situation. But always keep aware that we have agreements. They are uploaded to Educandos, so everything will be clear there. Always check the task of the week. Last week we had a task. This week we will have forum and wiki. So please keep updated with the lesson plan, and I will always be reminding you of the tasks. So in general, the tasks will be accomplished weekly, work constantly on them, yes, and
excuse me, teacher, Giselle
yes?
want to join.
And Giselle, okay.
Giselle is waiting.
Yes, yes, Giselle. Oh, I cannot see. I cannot see people when I am showing you the screen. So, last week, then we started with our topic, the increase of environmental awareness. And we discussed about the topic and about what is environmental awareness. So who would like to share the task and share? I saw one of the tasks at the list. I will give you feedback, but I saw one of the tasks. I saw Phoebe's task, which was very complete. So will you be able to share your results, Phoebe? And so we warm up with something you have done.
Okay, give me a moment.
Yes, please. So every week we will be discussing then your results from the previous week. Remember, they will not be long, very long tasks, but for us to have something to discuss, some questions to discuss. And remember, you're practicing speaking as much as possible. So whenever you're ready, then Vanessa, do you also have your task to share?
To share our answers or the document?
Yeah, the document or the yes, with the answers. So for you to prepare, was there any other group? Or that was it? Okay, whoever is ready, you can start. So Phoebe's group. Mhm.
Can you see it?
It is charging.
You see
Yes,
it?
it's coming. It is coming. We keep waiting. So sometimes it works. No, you couldn't
Dice
share.
que se ha detenido la función.
Okay. So here it is. Phoebe's work and classmates. Okay.
With Pao and Javi.
Paola and Javiera. Okay. Javiera, would you like to explain? What do you see? What can you see in these pictures? What were you referring to? Just something general.
We tried in some sentences not only to focus on the country, but how it also happens in other parts of the world. Like obviously the main focus on the country specified in the picture, but also realizing that this can also happen in other places.
Yes, of course, exactly. And which were the situations, these events? Which events were you referring to?
Well, in the first sentence was the fire problem, the fires, as the picture says in the United States and in Russia, but how it also affects countries like ours, or how it happened before in Australia.
Yes, exactly.
Or how it's happening now in Greece, was it?
Greece, Turkey, yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Paola, the flags, what do you, could you explain anything about the flag? Flags?
In Germany?
Yes, Germany, yes. In Germany, in Italy, in China.
The flood destroyed many houses and places.
Places, yes, and houses, places, or also little villages. Yes, exactly.
And China, COVID.
Yes, yes. And there was another wave coming back of the disease in China with the Delta virus. Yes, so again, you know, that is going around and around. So it is not over yet, unluckily. Yeah. So Phoebe, the next exercise, what is environmental awareness? What's the question?
Here or not?
Yes. Oh. And there are lots of problems with environment, yes. But environmental awareness, what does it refer to in general? Phoebe?
Educating the generation about it or not? About how to
Anything?
take care
Yes.
of the world?
Yes, take care about the world, yes.
The awareness.
Yes, become aware. And change, what can you do in order to change your actions?
Or lifestyles.
Yes, you change your lifestyles. And one example, we have been doing that in the forced by the pandemic, but it has also influenced the environment.
Stop to use plastic bags.
Yes, plastic bags is one thing. We haven't stopped using them, but we have stopped traveling around the world because that energy from planes was also causing global warming. So one activity that some people are very fond of has been reduced because of the pandemic, but that has also reduced this heating gases that contaminate the atmosphere.
Even the shampoo
Mhm.
and cosmetics and
Yeah.
things we use about for or hygienic. Higiene is hygienic.
Hygienic. Mhm.
Hygienic is have negative impact in the world. So
Yes, exactly.
we need to read about the
Mhm.
¿cómo se dice? Ingredientes.
Ingredients. The ingredients.
Ingredients?
Mhm. When you buy your cosmetics. Yes. Detergents
Yes.
also. Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. And finally, something about the analysis. You did a nice analysis about the words, the connectors. Which ones have you found? We have discussed about and, which is something very well known, but you also found therefore. Therefore is very much
Therefore.
used. Mhm, therefore. And what is the meaning of therefore? So it shows, there you have it. Javiera, what does therefore? When do I use therefore? And I use it a lot.
Oh, it's mainly used to show a result in a statement, the effect of something.
Yes, exactly, the results. Exactly, so therefore, because of all these situations, therefore, it is our responsibility to change our behavior. Yes, it's very clear in the text. And it's a discourse marker that you need to use, and you can use it both. And let me tell you, it's not only in writing, but also you can use it in speaking. And this is an important discourse marker when you are explaining something. So don't forget these discourse markers when you prepare your expositions. Okay, the next one, for example, is a very well known. We use it a lot, for example, with the meaning of illustration. Yes, it's an illustration. Yes, we use it a lot as well. And we use it both in writing and in speaking. Another one, Paola?
Can you repeat, please?
What another discourse marker? So we have and, therefore, for example.
This discourse marker.
Yes. Can you see the
It
screen?
is-
Can you see the screen? ¿Pueden ver la pantalla, Paola?
Yes.
So we did and, therefore, for example. Which other ones do you have? You have another one for addition? Can you see here?
Also?
Also means addition. Yes, also. To add another idea. Yes. Exactly. When we want, we don't want to say and. So for variation, you can say also. You can say in addition as well. And you use it also in speaking. So be aware that they exist. And since, it is used, Phoebe, you say since is cause and effect. It is used to mention a time.
The time
Why?
of the consideration.
Why consideration of time?
For example,
Okay.
we
What
are
is the
talking today, and in the time, I don't know how to explain it.
The cause and effect. That's why the time?
Yes.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yes.
Ah, okay. So yes, something happened because there is a cause, there is an effect, a result.
Exactly.
Because there is an effect, or since, blah, blah. Yes. So there is a little bit idea of time behind that, but especially there is this idea of cause and effect. So if we do such and such a things, the effect will be this other one. And this is something that we also use a lot in writing and speaking. This is another discourse marker that we need to bear in mind. Okay, thank you, Phoebe. Vanessa? Catalina, what can you add in yours? Thank you, thank you. So be ready. So that's why we need to. So great, well done, girls.
Okay,
Catalina or Vanessa? Ah, yeah.
Vanessa, I share.
Whatever you want.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
it's okay.
Al tiro. Can you see?
Yes. Okay, yes.
Okay.
So here again, we have the description.
We read the
yeah,
or
so
answer.
just in general, one important sentence. Remember the sentences that we were seeing on Friday need to be complete sentences. Yes, subject, verb, object.
Okay, Vane, can you read sentences the most important, I think?
Like what?
The most
You mean-
important.
Okay,
Something
okay.
you want to say about China and Germany, for example.
The first one, for example, in countries like US and Russia, people suffer hot temperature and it provokes wildfires.
Yes, exactly, yes. China and Germany, Catalina.
The number 3, because of the weather, China and Germany had floods in their cities.
Yes, and you are using the discourse markers here as well, cause and effect. Yes, and addition. Yes, excellent. Yeah.
Another, this brainstorming.
What can you, or something in general, what do you understand by global warming? It could be a general,
Global warming.
Yes.
Changes in everything, since animal to trees.
Yes, so global warming is causing lots of problems, but environmental awareness, sorry, we were working about environmental awareness. Also to change.
Be aware.
Yes, and how can you become aware? How can you operationalize? Hacer visible. How can we see that you are aware?
The base of education, maybe we must learn the ways of helping, of help the natural environments to create or to make the aware.
Yes, exactly. So yes, awareness comes with education. Yes, with special plans and special actions that you take. So you say there, take action. Yes, on delaying irreversible global warming consequences. Yes. Use renewable energies. Yes, and reduce the use and the waste of so much plastic. So with pandemic, things have gone worse. I have watched on television that the waste of the pandemic is causing great pollution in the environment. So we have not learned about that, and we need to keep on learning.
Teacher, I think that with pandemic, all people in their house, I think that the global warming stopped, because at the beginning of pandemic mostraron muchas fotos donde no habían personas, de los animales. Entonces no sé si eso podía provocar como un stop del global warming.
Yes, there can be a stop in global warming. Yes, with stop of people affecting the environment. Yes, in a way, yes. But with the result, since that beginning, and because we started to produce, for example, the masks, the face masks, now we have extra waste. Yes, causa un extra despojo, una basura extra que antes no teníamos. All right, so we have pros and cons, as you see. But yes, it was true that at the very beginning, when people stopped traveling, stopped traveling, stopped being present in the environment physically every day, things improved a little bit. Yes. Problems, yes, floods, earthquakes belong to a different one, but hurricanes, fire, forest, droughts, yes, exactly. And individuals can do a lot, yes, as we said, with education and change in attitude. And your discourse markers?
There are.
Yes.
This is in the paragraph, and this is the individual.
So you found a different one, for example, an example since most importantly, how do you recognize it? It is an addition, and also to highlight information, yes? So I can say the pandemic has brought people to their homes and obliged them to live a family life again that they didn't have before. But most importantly, the pandemic reduced the waste of energy and the bad influence of human beings on the environment. So that's the most important, yes. So it's an addition, but it's also showing relevance.
Such as to.
Such as is example, yes, for example, or such as, excellent. And then when is a, yes, it's a, okay, we will see later what is when, but when can be used to show time. Yes, it indicates a subordinate sentence, yes, showing time, an adverbial sentence, an adverbial clause, showing time. Exactly. And it's good that you recognize them, yes, and begin understanding, because we need to use them when we speak and when we write. So excellent examples. Yes, excellent, girls. Wonderful. Is there any other group who would like to share? Krishna, Giselle? Even if it is a brief, or if you still have to finish.
Teacher, I don't have the computer with me.
Okay. All right, all right. All right, now then, remember, you will be the first in the next round. Let us, okay, thank you for sharing, girls. And remember, everything that you do is well done, We are not criticizing, you are just explaining and getting accustomed to to speaking and to sharing your ideas impromptu. So there are two ways in which we speak. We speak impromptu, all that comes from Latin and means on the spot, just without thinking. So this was impromptu, yes, with a little bit of help from your writing. But then you have a speaking that is prepared, yes, written down with the sentences checked and practiced. So that is another type of speaking that you will also experience when you do your oral exposition. So your oral exposition will not be just one day we connect and we speak. No, it will be prepared. You will be able to rehearse. You will be able to have your support. But it's also to do that we do these other free discussions that are more spontaneous, more impromptu, so that you use the vocabulary you have learned and the expressions you have learned. Any doubts about this revision from last week? Girls?
No, I don't think so.
No, okay. If you're okay, we go on with the learning outcome for this week. So we will produce texts, written and oral, but the ultimate objective for this unit is oral, but you will also write about environmental awareness using discursive connectors. So we don't have to forget these discursive connectors, which help us, as the example in Catalina's task, they help us connect one idea to the other, expressing some kind of meaning. Yes, we are not just, we do not just write independently sentences, but they are connected to each other with some meaning. Yes, following some meaning. Okay, free speaking. So remember, as we said, by the end, I hope to be able, we have time to introduce the more reflection on the topic of speaking. And remember that this is a productive skill. Remember that because the silent period lasts long in children, in adults, productive skills are a little bit difficult to develop. And but we need to be able to create at a certain point an environment for learning English. Not only for acquiring, because we are far away from an environment in which we can acquire the language, but we can learn the language by creating this environment. And we saw last semester that the environment is physical, but it's also emotional. And it's also not concrete, it's abstract. But we can create this environment. And we saw, I will just share with you something you produced last semester. Let me share my browser. So I opened just an infographic. Do you remember the infographics you did? You created this infographic. So Javiera will share with us in April the steps to create. Yes, the steps to creating a language-rich environment. And this was a physical environment. This was based on a reading from Scholastic blog. And the importance of creating this environment that is physical. Remember, we were thinking of a physical classroom, though we are a little bit far away from physical classrooms. We always need those anchors, and we can create them around us, even if it is a good practice with students that we are going to teach in the future. It's also a good practice for us as learners. So remember all of the items that you revised in that infographic that you could do with students. The idea was that you were thinking of how to produce this or recreate this environment with students, but also can be good, very good recommendations for yourselves. So word walls. So do not think it's only a read, of course, read aloud. Yes, try to practice every reading we do here or the reading you choose whenever you're preparing your oral exposition. Read aloud, pronounce the words once and again so as to get accustomed to them. And use word walls, even when it is not related to the children. We are not teaching others, but we are also learning new words. So this can be for us a good strategy to learn new words. Anchor charts, remember they were charts divided in topics. So you can have an anchor chart on in your bedroom, in your room, in your next to your desk, in which you have words related to environmental issues. Well, of course, this is for classroom, but you will have your materials. You have lots of access to websites where you can have also a virtual classroom, a library. Language in unexpected places. Have you tried to do that at home, for example, so that you go to the kitchen and you read something in English? And then awesome language. Do you remember we were practicing with these words last class that were not just the common nouns and adjectives that we see, that we use in everyday life, like big, small, nice, but we were looking always for awesome language. And this is the language I need to learn. So if I find out a new word, this is awesome language. So it's not, for example, the example we saw, destroy. No, but we have another verb, devastate. It has it is a similar meaning, but it's stronger. Yes, it has a more specific meaning. So that's awesome language. Oh, this is a kind of synonym, a near synonym, but I can learn a new word, stronger, with a stronger meaning for my writing, for my speaking. Yeah, so that is search for awesome language that I was telling you last week about. So you are always encouraged to find this type of language in everything you read, and you're going to read today as well. Find awesome language. Yes. Pay closer attention to that. And then encourage that language in writing or speaking. Yes, because writing and speaking are these two productive skills that we need to practice a lot. They don't come naturally. Yes, you are listening. Remember, in the silent period, you spend more time viewing, listening, yes, reading than you do speaking and writing. So again, this transfer, therefore. Oh, I learned therefore. Okay, I will use therefore. Yes, therefore, this is awesome language. So I have learned to use therefore to join one sentence and another. So I will use that. Well, play with words, of course. Find new ways to say all things. Yes, and Genia Connell, the teacher who wrote this blog, said that there is there was this way of saying something old, yes, in a new way. Yes, so spice up. So instead of writing the old words, cold, hot, no, we say frigid, freezing. So it was not cold only, it was freezing. So you spice up. Yeah, le ponemos especias, un condimento. So we use those awesome language. Yes, new ways of expressing things. Okay, speak as an adult. This is especially used with children. Yes. Also, whenever you engage, think you yourselves. If we don't engage in daily conversations here in class, yes, the same as you would do with students, then this language will not be used, and therefore you will lose that opportunity. Okay, and involve parents, of course, or involve any other people that you can involve at home, yes, in order to create this rich environment. Listen to English, listen to videos, short videos, speaking in English, reports. So these websites that I have been sharing, they are in the lesson plan, can show you reports on natural events that have been or that have occurred recently. Yes, and they have short podcasts or videos, very short videos with some reports, and you can use them to listen. So a rich environment means a lot in learning. That digression was to show you that we have talked about this. And we have talked about this from the teacher's point of view, but we can also use these strategies from the student point of view. So a little bit of speaking, impromptu, just yes, whatever comes to your head, just to keep speaking. What do you think is the value of creating an English environment for English acquisition or learning? I will add that. Or English learning. Oh, sorry. Anyone? Why do you think creating this English environment is valuable?
To catch the students engaging.
To engage the students, yes, to engage the students, to provide them with input, something that we also need to see also a little bit in creating an environment. Now in facilitating, we will see this idea of input. Yes, they will receive information. And by having these anchor charts, you are all the time receiving this information with these new words that you are learning, that you're supposed to be learning, then encountering, discovering in your tasks. So it has a great value, because otherwise it is always much more difficult to help this learning process far away from the environment in which everything in the world outside the classroom is in English. Okay. Then another question, what is the relationship between constant use of a language and increased comfort level with the language? Always think of
Increase is crecimiento.
claro, con mayor confort que va creciendo. Yes. If we use the language a lot, yes, do you think that increases your comfort level? Remember also in Menti, you answered some questions about that.
Maybe we are capable of expand our English skills, like speaking skills.
Yes, exactly. So the relationship, so the more you use, yes, the more you use language, more comfort you feel. Yes, remember that we were asking some questions in Menti, and
Yes.
you said sometimes I don't. Yes, that sometimes you felt shy when speaking.
And we lost the fear of talk with other people.
Yes, exactly. Whenever you feel, you lose your fear. But also, if we use the more we use in class, the language, more English I use, yes, the more I will be comfortable, yes, and lose this fear. Yes, remember fear. Do you remember when we talked about fear and hopes as well? Okay, how does speaking Spanish reduce your classmates' opportunities for English acquisition or learning? Thinking in class. Yes. If we
Because
only
they are
kept
not hearing, they are not listening the English.
Yes.
They are not trying to translate in their mind. They are not thinking in English.
Yes, exactly. So if you lose the opportunity to use English and think that we kept half an hour only speaking Spanish, explaining words, then we will have reduced opportunities, not only for me, but also the others. This was probably thought for face-to-face classes mainly, but it's also applicable to any case in which we need to think that the more we go out of using English, the less opportunities we have in this case. Yes, and it's not only me. I want to speak Spanish, but my classmates, for example, want to practice English. And so there should be an agreement there. That's why since the very beginning in the program, in the English program, at School of Pedagogy, of English Pedagogy, the contract was speak English as much as you can in the corridors, in the bar, at the bar, whenever you went to visit the professor's office. So all the time there were people speaking English, just because of this, yes? Not in order to have more opportunities, yes? And they spent lots of hours in face-to-face classes, moreover, at the very, very beginning, yes? That was the idea, yes? To have more opportunities to speak English, to learn English. And finally, someone who has not spoken, come on, Romina, what is your responsibility in taking advantage of opportunities to speak English and providing opportunities for other classmates? What do you think? What is your responsibility in taking advantage of opportunities to speak English in class, in discussions, in speaking activities? How do you feel? Or anyone? Javiera, Krishna?
Participate and pay attention.
Yes, participate. So it's your responsibility, really. We cannot oblige you, not even if we were face-to-face. There are people we know that are less participative just because they have more fears. We have seen the other day, just talking about fears, shyness, feeling not capable, not confident. We will see by the end of the class about confidence. So it's your responsibility, yes, and constant use. So I think those are key words, yes, responsibility and take advantage of opportunities to speak. This is your opportunity, yes, your opportunity. Remember that you go out, and in the Linares area, we have very few opportunities to speak English to native speakers, for example, to communities. Just thinking, large communities, yes. So there is a relationship between constant use and increased comfort level. So the more you use it, the more comfortable you will feel. You will lose the fear. Yes, and also think that you need to be a support for your classmates. So it's not only me, it's my classmate, not the teacher. She has already had lots of opportunities to speak English, but my classmates. Yes, exactly, Romina. Help my classmates share knowledge in English. Excellent. So it's good. So that is the good option, yes? So speaking Spanish reduces my classmates' opportunity, yes? So if I don't speak English, then my classmates cannot practice either. So it's not only me, it's the others. And so this is very valuable for us to keep on learning, to keep on working together, and try to create this environment here by speaking, by participating, also for yourself as classmates, speaking English as much as you can, and also as a learner, try to create this opportunities for you to see language at home, to see your charts when in your study place, and practice your words. The awesome language. Remember all this. I love that phrase that you encounter in classes or in readings or in listening. Okay. Do you agree with this reflection?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so keep them in mind, yes, and always remember when we are in class. Okay, now video. Now we are preparing for your working group, which will be a reading, but now we will have a short report in oral by means of a video, and we need to prepare ourselves. Remember that we can in our reading, in our listening, those are receptive skills. The more I know, I activate my previous knowledge. We saw that last year with literature. Do you remember in that module? We said that one of the reading strategies told us we needed to activate prior knowledge, get to know what the students knew before conducting a reading activity. And so our pre-activity here will be a video. You're not going to see this is only for class. In the task, you have another pre-reading activity. So this activity will be done entirely here in class, okay, in the PPT. So what can you see? What is this country? And I think I need to show it to you a bigger picture. This is a territory, we can say, in the north. What can you see here? What is this?
Cold. It's cold.
It is cold, yes.
Ice.
Ice, you can see ice, yes. Ice, there is a peak of a mountain here. And what can you see here? But I will show you the country. I will search for a country. What can you see in the last photo, last picture?
Snow?
No, it's not snow.
Rain?
Rain. Yes, rain. And the first one is a map. Let me check. I don't know where can you see. Okay, here I think this is the best map. So I try to find a good map, just for you to have an idea. We are talking about a territory in the north, as I said. It's not an independent country, it's a territory belonging to another country. So here we have the North Atlantic. Here is Canada, the east of Canada. Here is Iceland. This is this North country, and here is Europe. We can say here to the east. So, do you know this territory? Greenland belongs to Denmark. Denmark is a small country in Europe, in the Scandinavian country here in the north of Europe. And this territory is called Greenland. That's the map you can see there. Can you recall the name in Spanish? Not just because we're going to speak in Spanish, but
Country.
what's the name in Spanish? Just for you to know geography.
Greenland is Groenlandia.
Groenlandia, excellent. So Greenland is a part of territory of Denmark. It's not an independent country. And it is a country that is covered greatly by, yes, Phoebe said, what could you see here? By, you can see white also. It is covered by, you said. What is this picture about?
Snow.
Snow, ice, yes, ice. And so this territory is mainly covered by ice, yes, except in the coasts. Yes, and they have, and it has also some mountains. Of course, not so high as this one. I think this is the Everest one, just a picture, but for you to think, yes, there are higher points, yes, of in Greenland. It's not only a plain, see, una llanura, no, it has highest points. And this is the image of, no, this is not snow, but can you see clearly? What is this picture about? What can you see in this picture? It's not snow.
It's rain.
Rain, yes, exactly. So it has to do with water, but another state of water. Yes. So this is what we can see. And what can you predict the video is about? This is an event that occurred. It was published on Saturday, or the Friday or Saturday, but it occurred the week before. What do you think happened? What can you predict is the video about?
About how it's not today. I guess that picture
Mhm.
is for some years ago, but now it's
No, it
not
is
like-
now. It occurred now in now.
Ah.
In now. It's now. It's very recent. This is an event that happened in Greenland. I think the previous Saturday. It could have been around the 14th of August. An event in Greenland. What do you think that event was?
As Phoebe said, I thought that the snow in Greenland melted. But
Yeah.
as you say now that this picture are recently, I think that the cold is very extreme. I think.
Yes, well, the
global
cold is,
warming maybe.
yes, the cold is extreme. It always is freezing temperatures below freezing point, below zero. That's normal state. That is the
it's normal.
That's normal, but something happened, yes? Something different happened. So that is the video and the reading about. It's about the climate. Yes, Romina, excellent. It's about the climate in Greenland. And something that happened related to water and to the states of water. Remember, here is solid, yes, and here is liquid. Yeah? Yes, the freezing temperatures are something normal, but now we're going to read a report on something that was not normal in that has happened very recently. It was in the news in the Northern Hemisphere, but not here in the Southern Hemisphere. I don't think I have listened about this, but it was in the Northern Hemisphere in reports, in news reports. Okay. So this second task will be about summarizing an environmental event. And you're going to work with reading, yes, about that event. But now we are going to have a video, watch a video, a preview about that event. So video watching. Pay attention to the following video. It's very short. Yes, it's a news report. It's authentic language. Please pay attention and take notes of the most important ideas you hear. So the reporter mentions important ideas. We are going to listen twice. It's very short. Try to write down the words you hear. Yes. And this is the caption. Rain fell at the highest point on the Greenland ice sheet last week for the first time on record. So that is the video caption. I am going to reproduce the video, have a pen, a pencil, and some paper, and write down everything you hear that you recognize what is about. What is that about? Okay, wait a minute because we have a. So okay. Okay, all right. So now I will share audio. So here is the report. Rainfalls at Greenland Ice Summit for first time on record. Okay. 10 news. Okay. Okay, I hope you can all hear.
Rain fell at the highest point on the Greenland ice sheet last week for the first time on record. Scientists say it is another worrying sign of warming conditions for the ice sheet already melting at a rapid rate. Temperatures at the ice cap almost never lift above freezing, but officials say they have now done so 3 times in less than a decade. In total, 7 billion tons of rain fell across Greenland over a 3-day period, the largest amount since records began back in 1950.
They're an indicator of the bigger effects that we're starting to see now more and more in the mid-latitudes, things like more fires, more heat waves, more extreme weather.
Greenland had a massive melting event in late July when enough ice melted in a single day to cover the state of Florida in 2 inches of water.
Okay. No. Okay. Okay,
Can you
we are going
repeat
to
it?
listen
Was
again.
too
Yes,
fast.
yes, it is fast. Exactly. So the idea is that you okay,
Rain
but there
fell
are
at the-
some words you have heard. Yes, the ones you read.
Words. Okay.
Words. Yes. For example, which words have you heard? They are very easy. We have just seen in the PPT. So which territory in the which territory in the world is mentioned?
Greenland.
Greenland, yes, Greenland. Okay, so we're going to write Greenland, yes, Greenland. Something that Greenland is covered by, Phoebe, you said? It's a compound word, it's a compound noun, but you're going to discover. What is it covered by? We said it's cold.
Rain.
Snow
For
or
rain.
Snow, but after snow stays there on the surface, how it is called? When it is solid there on the surface. Cuando cubre ya la superficie, how it is called? It's frozen, something frozen, very cold. And you eat something, ice, yes, Krishna, ice. So there is a word composed of ice and something else. Okay, so pay attention. Ice and something else. What is this? It's a mountain, but we're not talking about mountain. I don't think we listen to the word mountain. What else can we say? A mountain is a, how do we explain? How is a mountain? It's big, small, with these words. Big, or how else? Which other word do we have para alto?
Tall, high.
High, yes, high. So there's something with high. Oh, what happened to this? Strange. High, yes, it was upside down. Oh, okay, high. So something high, yes, high. And what happened in Greenland? Some event occurred, and you can listen to that very clearly. According to this picture, what did we say?
Rain.
Rain. Yes. Okay. So pay attention again. Okay. So rain fell at the highest point on the Greenland ice sheet last week for the first time on record. So you already have some words there. Yes. We are talking about Greenland. What else? What other expression here in the caption? ¿Qué me indica esta descripción? Which words can you see here from the pictures? What happened in green?
The point that you are show.
Yes, here, this caption. Esta es la descripción del video. Which are the most important words according to what is going to happen? Rain, yes, rain, and fell is the action, yes? Rain. Where did it rain? In Greenland, but where in Greenland specifically?
Mountain.
But there is no mountain. There's no mention to a mountain. There is mention to something high. What can you see here with high? ¿Qué mención con la palabra high tienen? Can you read high anywhere?
Yes, highest.
Highest?
Highest, but
yes,
I don't know.
Phoebe, yes, you're right, Phoebe. Something that never happened before. The highest point. What does it mean, the highest point? It doesn't say mountain, but it says highest point. And here we mentioned that there was something high. And what else in reference to ice that covers Greenland? What does cover in Greenland? What is there on the surface? ¿Qué hay en esta superficie de este territorio? Related to ice. Krishna? What can you read there? Can you see anything with ice?
Ice
Girls?
sheet.
Ice sheet.
What is
yes, ice sheet. Okay, wonderful. So you see, in the pictures, we already have some ideas of what we're talking about, this territory, which is full of ice. There is something high and something happened with rain. And we have it here. So now we have more knowledge, more words to listen to in the report. Yes? Agree? Yes? All right.
Rain fell at the high.
Okay, wait. Rain fell, yes. Okay. So there was an episode with rain. We will listen to the report again. Write down the words, okay? There are more words.
Fell at the highest point on the Greenland ice sheet last week for the first time on record. Scientists say it is another worrying sign of warming conditions for the ice sheet already melting at a rapid rate. Temperatures at the ice cap almost never lift above freezing, but officials say they have now done so 3 times in less than a decade. In total, 7 billion tons of rain fell across Greenland over a 3-day period, the largest amount since records began back in 1950.
They're an indicator of the bigger effects that we're starting to see now more and more in the mid latitudes. Things like more fires, more heat waves, more extreme weather.
Greenland had a massive melting event in late July when enough ice melted in a single day to cover the state of Florida in 2 inches of water.
Okay. All right. No. Okay. So the point is we have someone. Something to worry about. Yes, Phoebe says something happened that never happened before. Yes, that's the situation we are talking about here. So now you are going to go deeper into the event is something that happened never before. Why, Phoebe? Because here it says, what does it say here in the caption? For the
first time.
First time. So this is an event that happened for the first time, but there was also something related to a word that Catalina said in July, and the word is melt. Have you heard the word melt? Melted? Melt? Yes, they say the word melt. Yes, so there was an episode of melting. Sí, algo se derritió. So, briefly, what can you say? Just because of the caption, you listen to the word rain. What else did you listen to? Some
extreme weather.
Extreme weather. Did you listen to something like warming? Warming, yes, extreme weather, warming, rain, yes, ice sheet in Greenland, yes. So what happened? What can you, in one sentence, complete sentence, subject, verb, object, prepositional phrase, very briefly. With the words you already know. Come on, Romina. You can write as well. Romina, Krishna, Paola. One sentence. We need subject, we need verb, object, or a prepositional phrase or a complement. Yes. And where? Well, we know where. Okay, what happened? We can go together. Share writing.
Something never happened before. Extreme rain.
Extreme rain, yes. Extreme rain. What is the verb?
Fell. For the first time.
Well, but you wanted to say something which, this is a relative clause of extreme rain. Which? What were you going to say? Which extreme rain, which
melt the snow. I don't know.
Help, collaborated, which melted the snow. Okay, yes, briefly, which melted the snow. Now verb, because all of this is dependent on extreme rain. Yes, it's not a complete sentence yet. We need the verb. Extreme rain. Which is the verb for extreme rain?
Dormant.
Not seen before. Yes. Romina has another idea. Yes, Romina, that's the beginning. Estamos en el sujeto todavía.
Is a warming or not? About,
yes. Okay.
About environment.
Yes, excellent. We are thinking. Come on. We are having now a short break to bring more food for this brain, for our brains. Yes. Okay, let me go back because I lost. Okay, so I will write all of your ideas. And when we come back, you will start your group work with reading. So extreme rain, which melted the snow, is a warning of, bien, acá estamos el verbo to be. The verb to be is a warning of, Phoebe, how did you finish your?
Environment
Of environmental.
I don't know.
Of environmental. ¿Qué pasa en el? What
Problems,
happens?
change.
Problems, yes, problems. We thought of the same. Yeah, excellent. The same word, problems. Excellent. This is a sentence. Excellent, Phoebe. Yes. So we're writing right. In red, extreme rain, which melted the snow, that is extreme rain, is a warning of environmental problems. Excellent. Then Romina has another subject. Let me copy and you complete with the rest of the sentence. Yes, this is not a complete sentence yet. Okay, that is a good beginning. Okay. So Romina says, an extreme rain not seen before. And now we need a verb. What is the verb for rain? Which verb can we write together? Fell, yes, fell. Not seen before, fell. It's a little bit, we need some prepositional phrase, something to complete the idea. What can it be? An extreme rain not seen before, not seen before, fell. Where? Well, here we have where.
In the highest point of Greenland.
Fell, excellent. On the highest point in Greenland. All right, excellent. Where? Well, this is very easy. Where did it happen? Come on. Javiera, Paola. Remember, we need a subject, verb, complement. Yes. Prepositional phrase. Where did it happen? Come on, we were talking about the place.
North of the planet.
In the north, near the Arctic.
Greenland.
Yes, so remember the Arctic circle is here. Yes, el círculo ártico. And this is Greenland. Okay. So how do we start? The subject. Check the question.
The rain happened in.
Or the yes, or extreme rain, or it. No, rain happened. No, rain. We need another verb for rain. No, rain does not go with happen. Rain, which was the verb
Fell
for rain.
In the
verb.
I don't know.
Or caused. Come on, we did some other verbs. Remember, caused. ¿Qué causó? Caused. We saw this last week. Girls, you can write. Paola, Krishna. Remember your opportunity to participate. We're revising everything we did last week as well with sentence writing. Come on, come on. We are going to the break very soon. Rain caused.
Rain caused ice sheet.
The melting. Remember, and in this case, the melting, it says melting, the reporter says melting of the ice sheet. Yes, a little bit of help. Where the rain caused the melting, where? In
Greenland.
Greenland, yes. Okay, be careful that we answer the question. Okay, what are the consequences of this the report, even if it is very quick, it says something for the future. Well, a little bit global warming is the cause, but what is the consequence?
Of melting or more, how can I explain? At the first time, rain caused the melting of the ice sheet in Greenland. So
the melting
provoke more.
Can provoke.
How can I explain?
More. Yes, melting. The melting can provoke. What happens when when water melts? ¿Qué pasa cuando el agua se derrite? ¿Qué pasa a otro estado? Which is the state? Can provoke more.
The liquid or
liquid, yes. More liquid levels, yes. So remember that it changes the state. Sí, cambia el estado del agua, ¿sí? de sólido a líquido. Okay, the same in English, huh? From solid state to liquid. And the melting can provoke more liquid levels, more water. And what happens with this water?
Phoebe said something related with
yes.
fauna.
The polar bears. So Phoebe says destroy polar bears home. Floods. Excellent. So the melting can provoke more liquid levels and floods. Yes. Or destroy polar bears homes. Yes. And I have found a wonderful picture later.
Teacher is not provoke with K.
Provoke.
Teacher.
Okay.
With
Yes.
K or no?
Okay. Okay. Let me check. Yes. Probably I'm writing in another language. Yes. Provoke. Yes, with K. Yes. That's why. Yes. Thank you, Phoebe. So the melting can provoke more liquid levels and floods or the destruction of the environment. Yes. So we will have more sea levels, more water levels. Yes. And that's a huge consequence. Okay. Wonderful. So you have got the gist. Yes, this is the most important, the gist, the core, el centro, el corazón of the news, of the event. So the next part of the period, we will work in summarizing an environmental event, working with a written version of this news report. Yes? Okay. So now, as I promised, we will go on a short break. So in 10 minutes, we will be back to explain the group work. Do you agree? Girls?
Okay. ¿Cuántos minutos?
10 minutes.
Okay.
Quarter to 11, we start explaining the task. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, see you girls.
Yes.
Hello, are we all back? Sorry, I wasn't hearing. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Hello, are we here?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so in order to do the task, I will send via WhatsApp web. It will be also on Educandos as usual. And the task documents, there are two documents. One is a text and the other one has the task. Okay, so this is the task. So in the reading, for the pre-reading in the task, you will look up words in the dictionary. Some of them we have seen, for example, the ice sheet. You more or less know what is an ice sheet. Then showers are related to rain. It's a special kind of rain because the shower, we know what the shower is. We take a shower, so it's something some implement you have at home, but showers are also related to rain. It's a special kind of rain. There are different kinds of rain, but showers is one of them. So look up in the dictionary, but choose the exact meaning, yes? So the whole first section, you will write down the words, the meaning, and try to understand what they mean in order to continue with the text. The text is called, sorry, I need to add it here. Sorry, I'm sorry. I have it in the document. I will add it to the, you have the document that you're going to receive, but I need to copy. So sorry, it can be found online, but you have it copied on Word document. So you are not going to have problems with that. You will have the document to read. So the task 2 document is the reading. Is here. The reading is called "It Rained at the Summit of Greenland." That has never happened before. And this is the link to the New York Times on news from Friday, last Friday. Yes, and here you will have mentions of different quantities. So miles, you know, 2 miles high, 500 miles above the Arctic Circle. For example, those are mention different quantities. So you have to find out in the text, what do they refer to? What are you talking about? What is that description? 2,000 years. Yes, you need to find out what is that related to. 2 miles thick and about 650,000 square miles. What is that? 300 billion tons and 50%. Okay, so you find out and you write. So you have the same on the document, yes? Then you read again the text. You read the text again. Remember, the text is called "It Rained at the Summit of Greenland." That's never happened before. That has never happened before, this contraction. And you have 3 big questions for comprehension. Yes, what was the incredible event that occurred in Greenland in August 2021? I think it was around the 14th of August, yes? So from last Saturday, the previous Saturday. Why did this event occur? Why did it occur? And what can be the consequences of global warming in Greenland or related to the Arctic and Antarctica? Yes, what can happen in those areas of the world? Which consequences can global warming have in those specific areas of the world covered with ice sheets? Okay, and when you get to the post-reading, we will do sections of the post-reading together. I need to explain something. So my question is, you will work in groups. How long do you think the text is short? It has different sections of photos, but the text is in itself not very long. So you have, this is the photo of the summit. This is a station in Greenland that studies the climate, the weather, what is happening in the environment. And it is called the summit. But the summit also has a meaning, specific meaning, the word summit. Okay, so this is again the ice sheet on Greenland. Yes, esta es la cubierta de hielo. Okay. And that's it, that's the text. The text is short. You need to understand, you will have access to the dictionaries to look up words, answer questions, and come back for a meeting to put together your discoveries. And we continue with summarizing. Yes, but we will explain that together. Do you think that by 11, 11, you can finish this section of the task?
Yes, I
Yes,
don't know.
15 minutes. So, but don't get distracted. Yes, pay attention and try to finish. If not, we can have some minutes because we need to revise some things about summarizing. Yes, so we need Phoebe. I will send you the documents. So we need to come back quickly. So I explain about summarizing because you have to continue with other with summarizing, and also with other summarizing other texts. So that is important that we do together. So I wait for you at 11:05. 11:05. I send you the task, the reading document and the task. Oh, sorry. So, and in 15 minutes, I see you again. So please. And I will check in the groups if you have any questions. Task 2. Okay. Okay, Phoebe, you have the documents? So I will divide you in groups and ask you in the different groups if you need any help. Okay, do we agree? Girls?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, okay, see you. So as a quick revision, we will see again what you read about. The text is not so long. It has lots of expressions that probably we don't need so much detail, but the most important words are here. Yes, in reference to the event that happened in Greenland. Yes, summit. Some of you have found summit. What is summit? What did you find in summit? Catalina, did you have that meaning?
Yes, the summit is the top of a mountain.
Yes, the top of a mountain or the top area of something, yes, of a territory. And that is why this station in Greenland is called the summit. A mountain. Yes, so that's why it is called the summit, because it is at the highest point in the territory. Yes, so it's called the summit. What else? Which other word called your attention here? Widespread? Krishna, what did we see in widespread? What is widespread? Something that is something.
Teacher,
Yes, Romina?
I have a question for
Yes.
melting because in the
melting.
dictionary it say is a verb, no.
Yes, it's an, but then if you continue, yes.
Es derretirse. I know it's derretirse.
Yes, yes.
But
but it can be, how to say, nominalized. Se puede nominalizar. Okay, but if you found melt as a verb, what did you find? How do you explain in English verb? The verb melt. Yes, it's change one state to the other. What did we say? How do we say that with our words?
Is
Water.
To liquid, liquid.
Yes, we need a verb. Water. Verb. ¿Qué pasa? Cambia de estado. How do we say that? Water changes state to liquid state. Yes, to liquid state. Yes, and then we can nominalize. Yes, by say the melting. Yes, so sometimes we can also do that in Spanish. See, sometimes it's not always easy, but in English we can say the melting, meaning the noun. Yes, es una nominalización del verbo to melt. Okay, widespread. Krishna had widespread. Is something that is something. Which word can we use for widespread? Wide, todo ancho, a lo largo. So something that is something extended on a surface, for example. So we said there is a phrase that ice is widespread on the surface of Greenland. Okay, we have here found or distributed over a large area. Yes, something extended over a large area. Okay, we have to move our picture. Over a large area. And we know that in Greenland we have ice. Yes, extended. So we have ice extended over a large area of territory. Yes. Okay, just to this was a new adjective for me, worrisome. What does it mean, worrisome? It comes from worry.
Something to worry about.
Yes, something to worry. Yes, exactly.
But it's not like
it's an adjective.
in person, like I'm worrisome or not. She's worrisome or not.
Worried, yes, but worrisome means something that worries. Es algo preocupante. Yes, worrisome. But I have never seen this before, for example. So that is, so as you see, you always find awesome language whenever you're reading something new. So even after years and years, you can find something new. Worrisome, yes, something that causes worry, something that worries someone. Okay, so just going quickly, probably you didn't have time all the time, so you need to read this again, or did you find anything? Share, so that we share the questions a little bit, because I need to do another exercise before finishing the class. We go to the next exercise.
With Paul and Javi did something.
What have you found here? So remember, the more time we need, the more time you will need extra work. Yes. So we
the first one is the exact place where it rained for the first time.
So the summit, yes, the summit station, yes. Station.
For the first time.
Where you said this clause, where it, Phoebe, where it rained for the first
time, yes.
Yes, exactly. So that is the description of this area in Greenland where it rained. Yes, 2 miles high and 5 100 miles above the Arctic Circle. Lo vimos, ¿se acuerdan el círculo ártico? We saw the Arctic Circle in the north of Greenland. Okay, excellent. Then you continue, you need to read it several times. You will read it several times, read the text several times because you need to complete some exercises. So we will keep on discussing about this on Wednesday. Yes? Do we agree?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Okay, general discussion about these questions. What was the incredible event that occurred in Greenland a week and a half ago? We already mentioned this, so it's easy, just a revision.
The melting of ice sheet.
The melting of ice, yes, of sections of the ice sheet, we can say sections, not the complete ice sheet, but a lot of melting of the ice sheet in Greenland because of what? Which was this incredible event? Because of
Rain.
Because
The
of
extreme
rain. Yes, because of extreme rain in areas where it never rained. Yes, so it never rained in that area. So that is what is so astonishing, so incredible. Yes, extreme rain in areas in which it only snowed before. Of extreme rain, because of extreme rain in areas in where there was sorry, so I have to move it. There was only snow before because of the latitude. Yes. So imagine the situation is extremely dangerous because if it continues raining because of high temperatures, then the ice sheet is in danger. Yes, and you can see already in the pictures that that is a problem in this area of the world. Why? Well, there is an explanation there, so look it up with lots of care. There is a physical explanation of the air going and coming, so find the explanation. Yes, and look for also if there is any mention to the consequences. We have said already something about consequences. Which consequences have we mentioned? What can be the consequences of too much rain in an area on which there is
Increases
no
of temperature of the sea.
Yes, increase the temperature and the level. Yes, the consequences can be, yes. Consequences can be, okay. Phoebe, you were saying, okay. Okay.
The increases of temperature.
Yes. The increase of temperature and
Increase.
sea level. Can be the increase of temperature and water level in the sea. Okay, it's just these are just some examples. You have to read again. You have to read again. I will give you feedback. Okay, I have something else. The sea level, yes, an amount of yes, an increase in sea level, and that can bring other problems in other areas as well, not only in the Arctic, but also somewhere else in the world. Okay, so that was the reading. You will read again, complete the exercises. But now there is another exercise that we need to do, that is the summary. And I will share this website by means of the chat. Please open the website and read as I am asking you the questions so that we do together. So we will revise some ideas, some notions about summary, because that's something you need to do with this text as an example, but then with other texts that you decide for your exposition, for your presentation. So that is why I wanted to do this with you, to guide you, explain every step, so that then you're able to do on your own. Could you all open the website by Purdue
Yes.
Hour? Okay, so you will be just skimming while I ask you the questions, yes? How to write a summary. So from the Purdue Academy, from Purdue University, Education, yes. Okay, so how to summarize an article. And there are certain questions there that you need to read quickly and tell me the correct answer for our questions. The same questions you have in the text, in the task. Yes, so, okay. So what is the main reason? So there in the text, it explains to you why, what is the reason for you to summarize a text? And why do you think we need to summarize this text about global warming effects in Greenland?
Sorry, can you repeat? I don't understand the question.
What is the main reason for you to summarize this text according to the website? Read the website and tell me, why do you summarize this text? Why do you need to summarize this text?
To learn about it by ourselves.
To learn, and then there is another reason there in the website also.
Practice writing.
Yes, but there is another one. Read the website as well. We need to, yes. We summarize the text to do what? To learn, text, to practice.
Improve.
To text, to learn, comma, to, we said to practice writing and speaking. Why else?
Increase our knowledge of the article.
Yes, you increase with a summary. Are you reading this text? Are you increase? Yes, you increase.
Yes.
You increase knowledge, but yes, here. Why? When do you summarize an article? You have different reasons. What do you think of these reasons is the most accurate? To increase understanding, yes, yes, but this is a rather short article. Yes, Javiera, to condensate a lot of information. Yes, to condense a lot of information. So here is a short text. Remember that you will be reading texts next year, whole articles of 20 pages. So this is short. This is really short. But you need to condense information. Yes, it's not everything is important. That's why, since you're going to be preparing a oral presentation, you won't be explaining every detail that you find in your event. You will be condensing the most important information. Otherwise, we will be an hour of exposition in each one of you. So that's too long. So we summarize the text to learn about it, to practice, and to condense information. Yes, condense information. And remember, because you need to do this also with other tasks. Yes, this is the first, but there will be more. Okay, what is a summary? Keep on reading. What is a summary? Tell me the main ideas of what a summary is.
Me?
Okay, Catalina?
The summary is a short document based
Hmm?
in an original text written or writing with own words.
Yes, so
In
it's
the
a
summary,
short, it is a short document.
short
Yes.
document based in an original text writing with, I'm sorry, based in an original text.
On an original text written in own words. Yes, so I am not necessarily copying everything from the text. Remember this text, for example, about this event in Greenland was written by a native speaker of English, and you are not native speakers. It's not that you're not able to speak about it, but you will need to express it in your own words. Yeah, so you have lots of possibilities. We will analyze, for example, vocabulary, synonyms. Yes, for example, what else can we? Also the organization. We will see different tips for you to be able to explain in own words. But you start by reading and summarizing. First of all, summarizing. It is impossible that you remember everything. So you need to condense. The same as Spanish, yes, condensar, hacer más pequeño, en menos espacio. All right. Do we have anything else we want to say? What is the summary? What does it contain? Yes, an original document.
The main idea.
The main
idea of the article.
Yes, the important ideas, main ideas, of course. I don't need to miss that. So for your presentation, you will concentrate on main ideas of an event that you choose. Yes, so in your own words. Yes, in your own words. So it's a short document based on written on an original document. Yes, written in own words and containing important ideas. Yes, the most important. Containing important ideas. Yes, it's the most important. Okay, how do you summarize an article? And remember, this is useful for you also in many other occasions. You will be reading longer articles, academic articles, research articles. So you will really need to apply some tips, some strategies. So what does occasion tell us? What do you do?
Identify the main topics.
Yes, main topics, main ideas. And so two big group of ideas, yes? Identify.
And the arguments to support the main idea.
Argument, main arguments. So I need to identify main ideas, yes, and main arguments. What it is said about the main ideas. So it's not just a list of main ideas, as we were speaking at the beginning. Yes, we said global warming, ice sheet, rainfall, Greenland, ice sheet. So main ideas. But we need also to write arguments, main argument. What is said about these main ideas? So the ice sheet in Greenland was damaged by extreme rain. Yes, in an unexpected place. So main arguments about main ideas. So how do you identify the main idea? So there are certain tips. What does the article say? The website. How do you identify the main idea? So you need evidence. Yes, always evidence. what do we do? How do we identify the main ideas? We have been writing already in the sentences, in the questions, we have been writing the main idea. What is the main idea in this text?
Teacher, to identify the main idea or topic is necessary to read many times the text.
Yes, yes, to read the text many times and write it in your own words, yes. For example, we have written the main idea of this text. Yes, how do we, yes, so I need to read the text several times. Yes,
Several
to read the
times.
text
To
several times.
understand of complete way.
Yes, exactly. So it's
even
not
something.
easy. So it's not only once. I need to read and read again. And because we have worked with this idea, we have already discovered the main, the greatest main idea in this text, that is this event of rainfall at the summit station in Greenland. Yes, so we need to read the text several times to discover the main idea. The main idea, and then the arguments that go around that main idea. So we have an event, a main event, and some ideas that go around. Why did that happen? What are the consequences of that? Yes. What are we have in this text opinions of different scientists, okay, that support this main event. So the main idea in news reports are not so difficult to find because that's the main event, what happened. But then what other elements, yes, what other arguments, we said as here, with other arguments accompany that main event. Okay. And so how do you identify important arguments? What is an important argument? Because you have different types of texts, yes. Here you have more on identifying the main idea. For example, the title. By reading the title, do we have an idea of the main idea? Girls?
What, teacher?
So to identify the main idea, do we need information from the title, for example?
Identify the place and the date of publication.
Yes, exactly. So by doing that in the video we watched, we already identified the title, what was the title about, where did it happen, yes, date of publication. Then when you saw the text, you saw the date of publication, what type of essay is that? Is it argumentative? Is it a short story? Is it an academic article, a research article?
It's
Expository. It exposes an event. Yes, exactly. It's an expository. Okay, it's an expository article. And then we try to identify arguments. Okay. How to identify important arguments? What can you tell me about that item? What can you skim there? So I will complete the answers here. What can you tell me? How do you identify important arguments? Where are they? Where are the arguments? Just in general, what can you see?
With the use of connectors.
Yes, connector, reading
Highlight the important ideas.
highlighting important ideas. The first sentence is the topic sentence of a paragraph. Yes. So generally at the beginning of the paragraph, we have important information. Yes. So important arguments. Remember that in an event, we need to complete ideas in reference to, we said, where it happened. Yes. So you will look for information about time, yes, time and location of the event, and also the reasons. So the important arguments. So I need to read topic sentences or the first sentences in paragraphs. So that's a tip. Yes, and there you will find important information. Yes, where it happened, when, why, which were the characteristics of that event. The topic sentences. First sentences in paragraphs. Okay. Okay. And how can you start writing? Okay, so we will see paragraphs. Next, on Wednesday, how you start writing when we do the exercise together. So we analyzed that website, which is easy for us to have some ideas on how we are going to write the summary of our text. Okay, we go to next class, agreements. Our next class will be on Wednesday. Yes. Girls,
Okay.
are you there?
Yes.
Wednesday. Yes, on Wednesday, the 25th.
25th.
The 25th, August. Okay, agreements. What do you need to finish? Agreements.
The task.
Yes, so finish task 2 up to before the summary. Yes, up to the while reading. Yes.
Yes, and upload in the forum.
No, not yet, because we are going to do together.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So no, not yet, because we didn't finish. We couldn't do it now, so we will do on Wednesday. We will do this together, but I need you to finish this. Let's finish up to the while reading exercises. So read it several times already, answer the questions, finish the vocabulary. Up to the, well, yes, finish everything. So we go directly to the exercise on summarizing. Yes, so that you can publish that, and we need to do something, also some little exercise on speaking. Do we agree?
I think so. Yes.
Okay, so finish everything. So remember, all the time you don't use in finishing, so it amounts to more work afterwards. Okay, so we will be on Wednesday. We will be very, very proactive, work quickly, because you will have the text read. Yes, it's very positive that you have the text read. Ya hayan leído el texto. Okay. All right, so I think I would see you on Wednesday at 12. don't we?
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, any questions you will need to ask me now?
Not for me.
No. Mm,
Okay, so I will upload the materials to Educandos. Yes, and I see you on
Okay.
Wednesday.
See you, teacher.
Okay.
Thank you.
See
Take
you.
care.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy the day.
Take care.
You.
Bye-bye, girls.
You teacher.